In this video, we'll learn to recognize and continue sequences of numbers up to 100. I've put in a row some cubes. If you look at them, the first one, there is just one cube, and then we have 3 cubes, and then 5, and then 7. So the next one you'd think is a 9. Why? Because to get from 1 to 3, we've added 2. To get from 3 to 5, we've added 2 again. To get from 5 to 7, we've added 2. So we must add 2 as well to 7 to get 9, to get the next number. And of course, if you want the next one, you'd add 2 again to make this 11. So to recognize sequences, it means to look at the numbers and notice what is the difference. What are we adding on or taking away each time? So a sequence is these numbers being put next to each other in a row, and they have the same gap in between them. So I will add another sequence here. Let's do 2, 5, 8, 11. So we'll try and add the next 2 terms. To get from 2 to 5, what do? We add 3. Let's see if that's the case from 5 to 8, and that is the case. 8 to 11, we add 3. So to get to the next one, we must add 3. So that means we're going to get 14 here, add 3 again to get 17, and so on. So that's another example of a sequence. But it doesn't have to be numbers like 2 and 3 added. It could be larger numbers, and I will include one here with some larger numbers. So to get from 21 to 28, we add in 7. To get from 28 to 35, we add in 7. So we must add 7 to the next one. So if I add 7 to this, this becomes 42. So I found the next one. But you may be given these, and you probably have to work out the first term. What is that first term? So if the difference between 28 and 35 is 7, between 35 and 42 is 7. So the same difference will be between this first term and 28. So how do I find what is that missing number? Now, when I went this way, I added 7 each time. So I'm supposed to be doing the opposite, which is taken away. So that is one way of looking at it. So 28, take away 7, leaves me with 21. Does that still work? Look, 21 add 7 gives me 28. So I've found the right number of the sequence. So this gives me and you some examples to look at in terms of sequences. And examples from everyday life include all the odd numbers, like this one here, 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11. They're all odd numbers, so it's a sequence of odd numbers as well. Or you could have all the even numbers, which is 2, 4, 6, 8, and so on. But it doesn't have to be adding on. Sometimes you might be taking away. So if you look at this example, 10, 8, 6, 4. So what's going on there? From 10 to 8, we're not adding, but we're taking away. How many are we taking away? It's 2. So take away 2. From 8 to 6, we're taking away 2 again. And same thing from 6 to 4. So what do you think is going to happen next? What number would we have? Again, by taking away 2, we get to 2. The next one, take away 2, leaving with 0. So you've got to look at what's happening from one term to the next one and apply it again.